Jakes used to come to my parties. TD Jakes also gave me young boys from church for sacrifice.
I asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, look, no one can know that I'm gay. And I'm thinking, what? Tyler Perry's gay. He's not going to change.
It's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy.
Because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time.
Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that.
Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had one.
The candidates are being asked about their own connections to or impressions of an array of celebrities, and with no explanation why, at least not yet. The parlor games have begun, my friends. Everybody is trying to connect the dots between the shiny, famous names and the beleaguered rap star Diddy and the charges.
Affleck actually recently walked away from J-Lo because these allegations were coming out.
And isn't there even some concern that, or proof that Pastor TD Jakes?
Well, I'm getting right there. So there's this big list that Diddy said, I'm not going down alone. Because Cat Williams went on a podcast a while back, and Cat Williams, who's a well-known comedian in the black community for a long time, he went on a podcast and basically just regurgitated all this information that was just so valid. And he said, all these people, he said, you got God on one side, and then you got the other side. And he said, the other side, they're all going down in 2024. And he mentioned that he was offered $50 million 4 separate times to join in with these Diddy parties to basically be sodomized. And he turned it down every time.
To help his career.
To help his career, to bring his career to the next level.
You're on a raft.
Yes.
In the middle of the ocean.
Right.
You look in the water.
That would give me so much anxiety to him.
Oh, this is about to give you more anxiety. You look in the ocean, you see 2 people float.
Oh,
you can only pull up one because that's how much room you have on your raft. You look in the oceans, you see Ben Affleck. And you see Diddy. That's it! J to the L, give me.
The Diddy trial has been unfolding like a slow-motion auto accident for everyone to observe. It's unavoidable, explosive, and disturbing. However, what if I told you that there may be more well-known figures whose empires are on the verge of collapsing than Sean Combs? Since Monique has now joined the conversation, what is she saying too? Tyler Perry is being drawn straight into the line of fire by it. Tyler has been the subject of speculation for years, the sort that leave a path of burnt bridges, not the ones that put you in handcuffs, particularly when the talent is young and susceptible. Industry insiders have subtly discussed his tendency toward dominance, his abuse of authority, and his claimed practice of blackballing those who don't fit in. Tyler's actions have always come off as more Hollywood shady than illegal in comparison to Diddy's alleged crimes. Monique, however, is now firmly opposing that narrative. Though it isn't as obvious, she claims that Tyler's treatment of her and other people is as harmful. She's also alerting everyone that Diddy is set to start talking, since he's now in a difficult situation and will be facing a federal prosecution.
Famous people who partied and hung out with Diddy. Apparently there's like at least, 100 plus who are going to be named in his trial. Famous shiny stars. We named some of them last night. We got a new one tonight, Iron Man. But we don't yet know what the connection is. Like, how are all these famous faces and names going to be connected to P. Diddy in his sex trafficking trial? It's the kind of thing they're all freaking out about, right? And there are many unnamed yet. We're just finding out about them in jury selection. But I'll tell you what, the internet is freaking out and making its connections. Which shiny star had what connection to Diddy, and how could that end up in the case?
Yeah, there you go. Y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy. for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
Yes, we applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes, he's designer.
Dr. Michael B. Jordan made the list because Diddy once threatened him for dating Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Same goes for the rapper Kid Cudi. USA Today says that Cassie's lawsuit claimed that Diddy threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car.
People like Tyler Perry and the Diddy trials are now bringing it all to light. Jaguar Wright has been screaming into thin air for years, cautioning anybody who would listen that Tyler Perry isn't the hero the business portrays him as. She has repeatedly said that Tyler has been engaging in the same manipulation, power struggles, and emotional control that people are currently seeing in Diddy's case. Though maybe not in quite the same manner, Tyler's disguise as the good guy had the same terrible impact, if not more so. Jaguar didn't hold back when she criticized Tyler for bringing young, gullible actors, particularly black actors, into his circle, promising them great opportunities and then emotionally consuming and silencing them if they didn't fit in. She spoke about the whispered threats, the gatekeeping, and how he reportedly used his power to put anybody who dared to speak out on a blacklist. However, rather of receiving assistance, she was called resentful, unstable, or completely disregarded. And now, Jaguar's remarks are striking a fresh chord now that Diddy's trial is exposing the shadowy side of celebrity. And Monique is repeating some of the same cautions. People are now paying attention and making the connections she has been making for years. Perhaps it's not that implausible. Perhaps she was correct all along. Furthermore, if Diddy does speak out and those said receipts are made public, it may not only support her but also provide the truth that she has been demanding for years. That there may be a very sinister aspect to Tyler Perry's meticulously maintained legacy. You see, the docket never had Tyler Perry's name on it. There were no formal allegations, no lawsuits, and nothing that clearly connected him to the chaos that was developing in Diddy's courtroom. Nevertheless, his